Feels like it was all in a dream.
I felt this way also, when I first stepped into the ethereal world.
I feel as if I've been asleep for all my life.
Were the other children with you?
There were. Not for long, though. The ones that you saw were made by the Abderija out of coals. But there were others. If a woman giving birth curses her child, or if somebody doesn't ask for permission to come in, the Abderija tried to lure them in. Always had some coals, shaped as toys or candy in her hands. So when the child came close, she grabbed it.
Where are those other children?
That's the thing. Not everyone lives through it. Some are strangled by chords, some perish from sadness. I had friends, you know.
Let's go. We'll talk later.
Hello to you, witch! The talk of the West is that you're a powerful knower, so I came to you. I brought some bread. It's stale, but it's all I have. There's some Yertnik in our cemetery terrorizing the entire area. She died, you see, but hadn't passed on her shorts. You know how it goes.
Very well. I'll drop by when I'm near.
So, Vasya, have you taken well to learning the mystical arts? Are you curious enough to learn some more?
No. I have to go, Grandfather. We'll talk later.
Well, what do you want? Can't you see? I'm all cozy here on the sleeping bench. I'm sleepy. Ask what you wanted. I need to sleep. Got tired.
Why did you transform into a cat?
Cats kill people. For protection, that is why. Well, what you looking at? Scared, eh?
Yeah, right. Cats give no quarter. It is good that our father Tsar's army keeps them in check.
So you don't believe me then? Let me tell you one story.
What kind of demon are you, Ikota?
That's how fiends are called. Ikota. If they possess people, that is. You know that. Wish to learn more? Any demon can become Ikota. Climb up on someone, got it? That's it. People will call you Ikota. Bet you can do it better than me.
Wanted to learn more about you. What were you doing before Akulina?
Alright, I'll tell you. It's a long story, mind you. I've told you before. I used to be a Susetko. For quite some time, I've lived there. The Transfiguration Church was built how long ago? Must be over 200 years. I am wise and old, you see. So you'd better heed my advices if you know what's good for you.
Never seen cats any wiser, that's true.
Good then.
Maybe you'll stop swooping your fur all over the Isba in 200 years, eh?
What? What about it? None of my concern. I have to look after the household anyway. You could have fixed the bench yourself, by the way. It creaks as hell.
Oh, I'll show you, you damn short.
Wait, Grandpa. He will do a better job. Won't you, Proshka?
Sure. I better one alright.
What with the church then?
So about it. I've stayed at Susetko there from the time it was built.
You were Susetko over there in church? Or were you from some other place?
In the church. I remember that well. But what was there before that building? Damn it. Can't quite remember. Let's talk a bit later. Maybe my memory will return.
Let's go. We'll talk later.
You hear the loud cries of an infant coming from the woods. Is this a demon's trick or an actual child? You can't tell from here. You see a defenseless infant lying between the branches of a split tree. There are some gifts for the Leshy nearby. It seems that the peasants left their child in hopes that he would be cured of a disease. As a rule, the baby is left for several days in a forest in the hope of a miracle. You know well that the Leshy won't bother to help the child get well. This infant won't survive the night out here on its own. You think about what to do next. You bring the child to the closest village. You get lucky and quickly find the child's parents. You explain to them the dangers of such treatment and tell them to come to you for advice and herbs. The parents look scared, and it seems that they've learned their lesson. You notice a familiar silhouette of the wooden church among the branches. You decide to come inside and rest a bit from the long road. When you come closer, you understand that this church has been long since abandoned. The windows are boarded up, and here and there you can see holes in the walls, as black as empty eye sockets. You can't overcome your curiosity and push on the mossy door. After a moment, your eyes adjust to the darkness. After a moment, your eyes adjust to the darkness. The old building is filled with an eerie silence. You feel uncomfortable here, but it seems that dark forces haven't yet taken root here. You look at the old iconostasis, but you can't find anything of use. Only bits of old wooden sculptures. At night, the roads of Perm province are not the safest of places for the common folk. This time, it is not demons that block your path, but rather 3 highwaymen. Nikolai fearlessly walks towards the bandit, but then stops dead in his tracks. The bandit is an old comrade of his. After a brief conversation, the bandits disappear into the forest. You finally reach the Changeling Bride's home village. Houses are scattered among grim firs. You feel the presence of evil spirits, and the book also seems to tremble with anticipation. You soon find the Izba, where the presence of evil spirits is strongest. As you approach, you hear the shrill cries of a baby coming from inside. The bride bites her lip and shifts from one foot to the other. You sigh. You'll need to make the first move.
Who goes there? My baby can't sleep. Who are you girls? What?
Your child is a demon. See for yourself. The Abdericha's changeling lies in the cradle, looking exactly like a human baby. How can I make him show his true form?
You try to whisper a Zagavar over the baby with your herbs, but the cries do not subside. The Banya bride quickly walks up to the baby and tosses it over her shoulder.
Christ Kingdom, what are you doing, you witch?
Take a look at who you're raising.
The crying baby turns into a piece of wood.
Step aside. Hide over the stove.
As soon as the mother and daughter climb above the stove, the log attacks you. The bride tells her mother who she is. They hug. You can only guess how it feels to lose 18 years of your life. At the same time, the log turns into black smoke and sweeps into the black book. You feel dizzy. The world turns around you in a violent gale, disappearing in flames. Everything becomes dark.
Impressive. In only a week's time, the first seal is gone. All that's left is to open the seal. As I told you, you are very talented.
So what do I do now? Where do I find the next evil spirit?
You can't figure this out yourself. Others have spent years, decades even, just to break one seal. The next seal, as you know, is of water. I imagine it won't be difficult to find Evagenoi. Not in your neck of the woods.
It's time for me to return to the light.
Is that all you wished to ask me? Very well. You may go. We will meet again when you break the water seal. I would, however, think carefully on the subject of our next chat if I were you. Me being such a priceless assistant.
Wake up, Vasya! Vasilisa!
Grandpa?
Well, have you come to your senses? How did you end up here? A minute ago, no one was here.
You tell old Yegor about your meeting with the Chort.
So the second seal is gone. Now it's time for a water one. Good job, Vasya. Good job. We might actually make it. Well, you rest a bit now, before your next task.
Well met. Is this the house of old Igor?
That's right. What brings you here?
Here, I brought a gift for you. Salt. Hear me out, please. I'm from Ust-Barovsk. I have a salt factory there. I'm Pahom Nikolaevich, the manager. My business is quite serious. I need to speak to you eye to eye.
You need to speak to Vasilisa. She's the one in charge here now.
A knower girl? That's a dangerous job.
No such thing as a safe job. Everything is as God wills it.
It is as you say. God abandoned our salt work. One day there's some noise in the salt oven. Another, some shadows near the salt boxes.
So what? I see nothing strange. These things happen all over the gubernia.
This is true. However, there was no brine at first. And the other day, some workers went missing. It's been several days. The police don't care. They say they'll be back. I've already organized my own guards. I myself saw a kind of shadow near the barns. It disappeared the moment I saw it. I was told you can help me deal with spirits, and so I came here.
Tell me, Pahom Nikolaevich, how people went missing.
A week ago we hit brine. It just started gushing out. So we started working it, day and night. Filled all the salt boxes. I put Alexei from Gorodishevo on the night shift. He went missing. People said he went on a binge. The local doctor says he's an alcoholic. And then Pyotr went missing, also on the night shift.
Did you try to figure out who is kidnapping these people?
Yes. On the third day, I sent a couple of strong men, myself among them. All was quiet at first, and then, at night, some sort of shadow appeared. Trishka called out to it, but it started thrashing about. I still get chills thinking about it. I crossed myself, and the shadow ran to the barn, or to the oven, or to the salt box. I couldn't tell which. Come morning, I saddled the horses.
I won't leave you hanging.
But if we help you, don't forget about our reward. Perhaps you have some ancient or consecrated item?
Don't worry about that. We won't forget. The main thing is that we find who is to blame.
Have you had any arguments with the Vodyanoi?
With the Vodyanoi? He doesn't give us any trouble in the factory. I'm a God-fearing man. We offered our Vodyanoi vodka and baked treats.
All right, I'll take a look at your factory.
I organized transportation for you. They'll get you to the station. There, the manager will show you the way to the factory. Go as soon as you're ready. Well, see you soon.
God himself sent him, Vasya. There you will break your seal. If only I had some Kupala salve, I could get there instantly. Oh, well, when Kupala comes, I'll get the required herbs. Get to it.
Galbets and his boss cellar. Old Igor says that's where the Domovoy lives. I've never met one, but I once saw a black figure standing still in the corner of the house. There's a great number of books in this collection, illuminated books of old as well. Black books are not kept here, however. They're in a secret compartment near the furnace. Grandfather says that in days of old, they used to bury people under the stove. That is how the Domovoy came to be.
Well, what do you want? Can't you see? I'm sleep. Ask what you wanted. I need to sleep.
Let's go. We'll... Cherdyn, 100 verst. Solikamsk, 22 verst. Ustyrolka, 10 verst. This cart has seen better days. Fedka, go shoot some magpies on the street. I'm sick of their calling.
So I rolled up a cigarette. And then I tell him, spicing it up with curses. Then he crowed and disappeared. Happened this year in the hunting season.
Was he also asking about your daughter?
Come on, Your Excellence. Every knowledgeable passerby thinks he has to pull my leg.
God bless.
God bless.
The nobleman glances at you, flushes red, and nods in a restrained manner.
There aren't any horses at the station.
Really? And what about your Sivka?
The Susetko's been riding that one for 7 nights straight. She doesn't let anybody near. You have to wait for fresh post horses. They're due in the morning.
And listen to Samson's tall stories. My name is Alexander. My companion is none other than the station caretaker.
My name is Vasilisa. I'm going to the Uzbarovsk factory.
You won't make it far without a carriage at this hour. We can play some cards while we wait. Where are you from?
From Vilgard. I have business at the factory. The horses could bring me only as far as this station.
The locals perhaps are afraid of riding in the direction of the factory.
Well, what do you expect? The factory is haunted, and now demons have snipped the telegraph lines. What a mess. At this rate, we'll be left without a Tsar.
I'll go check on your livestock. Maybe I can calm it down.
Go on. His Excellence also has places to go. He's been waiting.
The persistent neighing of a horse can be heard from the stables. When you come closer, you see a black shadow shuffling around the animal.
Oh, a witch! Do your folk have a coven here or something?
Why do you torture the animal? A Susetko is supposed to look after the horses, not torture them.
So you see me? This animal is the wrong color. It's not like that of the master.
The color is wrong. What color do you require?
Oh, I'd be happy even with a small, puny horse, but it should be the same color of the master's beard. If I waste this one, he'll buy a new one.
I can arrange something with Samson. I'll tell him to buy a new one.
A new one? Well, you talk to him, witch. Well,
You leave the domovoi alone and get back to the yard.
Oh, Vasilisa. So, how's the horse?
I went to the stables. It's true. The Susetko bothers the horse.
See? I told you. Did you hear that, Your Excellence?
A Susetko? Really?
Your stable host says the color is wrong.
I knew it. Something is wrong. Is Pinto not to his liking? What color would he prefer?
The Susetko wants you to buy a different color horse. But what color does he want? The Susetko looks at your hair. He needs a gray animal.
Oh, so that's what's wrong. I knew it. All right, I'll buy a new horse. Tell that to our dear Susetko.
The persistent neighing of a horse can be heard from... You take a closer look and recollect your grandfather's lessons. This is a...
you again. So they don't call you a Noah for nothing.
Samson will buy a new horse.
I know you've settled things. Well, I leave this horse be. Farewell, witch.
The domovoi disappears, and the horse gradually settles down.
Oh, Vasilisa. So, how's the horse?
I managed to calm the animal down. I made arrangements with this.
Well, what do you know? All right.
Thank you for not sharing any more of these wonderful stories.
They aren't stories, that's what happened.
The caretaker points in the direction of Ust-Urolka, and the cart with Alexander in it departs to Logova village. As you plan your next moves, you're interrupted by a shadow that appears suddenly on the road. You quickly draw a circle. The shadows come closer while you prepare the black book. Soon, a peasant stands before you with a heavy club in his hands.
Who goes there?
I'm from Vilgard. I'm headed to the salt works.
Cross yourself first.
You make the sign of the cross over yourself.
Phew, I thought I'd run into a demon. That kind wouldn't be willing to bless itself. I was sent for a night watch from Ust-Barovsk village. Shorts are bothering folk at the factory. You're heading there?
Well, yes. I'm an Or from Cherdyn. I'd like to help.
A witch? I'd better get going.
What have you heard about the missing salt?
I heard it went missing long ago. Must be some thieves.
Could it be Chorts?
Could be. Oh, kingdom of the Lord. I used to be a salt walker once. See? Ears are all eaten away. Better ears than the immortal soul, though.
Well, God bless you.
The telegraph wires stretch between the poles like the strings of a giant spindle. The wooden structures look alien, and the grim trees around them seem to glare at them reproachfully. By the road, you notice a couple arguing in a lively manner.
Oh, Lord. How do I even begin my journey there? My lord, I'm scared. Did you hear what they were saying on the station?
I'll show you, Scad.
Good evening.
Let God arise, and his foes vanish.
Oh, damn you. Who goes there?
My name is Vasilisa. I'm going to the Ustyrolsk factory.
Good lord. Why are you roaming around at night? We're up to our necks as it is. I'll be scared all the neighborhood.
I'm telling you, I saw it with my own eyes. Under the poles, the tracks are human, and then they turn into hoof tracks. I'm not going there. You go if you need it.
Mind who you're talking to. I'm the Monitor.
I'm not afraid of Chorts. I can go there and check.
Well, if my worker doesn't want to, I leave it to you. As a reward, you'll receive his daily wage.
Fine by me. I wait here. Keep the money.
All right. I'll be back soon as I deal with the chore.
Just before dawn, the village is still, wrapped in icy dew. You're greeted by the whisper of a stream, a breath of damp wind, and the faint song of peasants who stayed up late. The quiet melody restores your powers. You pass the tranquil settlement and go to a crossroads. Looks like some Chorts are hiding here. You reach the factory office. They were expecting you, and you soon meet the manager.
Ah, Vasilisa, you're here? Good.
Yes, the Lord surely helped me to get here. Could at least have sent some horses to get me.
It's not that far away.
You really don't know what's been going on? In one village, there is a sick girl, or something of the sort. Sickness. In the other village, God knows what's been going on. Demons are cutting the wires.
That's all bad news. If I knew beforehand, I would give the coachman some money for vodka. They also get scared in the dark. Well, I'm sure it will work out. The main thing right now is to figure out what's been going on here at the factory. What's most important is to go on making salt.
Did anything happen while you were gone?
Oh no, everything's fine. Thank God. I feel quite uneasy here at the factory. I'm sure it's some kind of demon.
All right, time to get to work. I'll find this factory chort.
Oh, thank you, Vasilisa. I've arranged a room for you. Rest a bit, and get to work.
Wake up, it's done already. Pahom wants you in his office. Are you a new salt carrier? All right, I don't have much time. Don't forget to close the door.
Listen, Proshka, can you see the demons at the factory with those demon eyes of yours?
Bah, evil spirits are everywhere. I'm sure we'll meet some at the factory. That doesn't mean we're always the ones to blame.
Well, actually, it usually does.
That's just the way your Khaldoons tell it. Look at me. I'm kindness and fluffiness itself.
True, but before you I saw countless chorts, but none of them were fluffy, if you will.
You just need to get to know them better.
Right.
The workers that you meet seem to be scared, even in these early hours. You try to start a conversation, but as soon as you mention the disappearances, they cross themselves and quickly scurry away. In the factory office, you meet Pahom.
Ah, Vasilisa, come. I'll show you the factory. It's quite big. Quite a fortune we have here. Salt, as you see. But you can go anywhere with me. First, we will visit the pump. Alexei used to work there. Then we will visit the salt oven. Pyotr went missing there. We can go to the storehouse. A demon was seen there that night. Are you ready to go, or do you want to ask something?
I understand. Time for me to go.
A tall silhouette of a brine pump tower appears before you. It seems to hang over the factory like a watchtower. A steady hiss of the pump is heard from it.
Hey, Ivan, come over here. This is our piping master, an expert in drilling.
Ah, Pahom. Who did you bring?
A Noah from Cherdyn. She's going to help us find Alexei.
So that's why her head is uncovered. Huh, a bareheaded witch. Are you out of your mind? Bringing cauldrons to the factory.
Hey, mind who you're talking to. Show her Alexei's things.
So we've been working here for years, breaking our backs, just so you could bring witches around, right? What are you listening to her for? She probably doesn't know anything. Listen, pretty girl. Do you at least know what do we do on this tower?
What is this wooden tower used for? The tower protects the pond that lifts the brine from the well.
It may be not such a bad idea, Pahom. The girl is smart. I'll bring Alexei's things now.
The worker brings a bundle in which you find a piece of paper with a clumsy poem written on it.
Your fingers are like salt, your eyes deep as water, your hair is black as tar.
Look at him go.
Who could he have written this about?
Maybe he fell for a salt worker girl.
Huh, I doubt it. He'd write something about salty years then. I don't know, he never taught me anything of this sort. Well, I need to work. You need anything else?
I see. Thanks.
So what do you think happened to Alexei?
For now, it's unclear. If it had been Chorts, they would have killed him on the spot. Maybe the girl from the poem knows something. So, where did he go missing? In the salt oven?
Yes, it's right here, behind the salt box. We will be...
On your way to the salt oven, one of the workers calls out to Pahom and starts to question him about the disappearances. While Pahom is busy, you decide to look around.
There's a white track here, as if something was dragged. This ball looks odd.
We don't know what became of him yet. Go do your job.
Wait, Pahom. Tell me one more thing.
You decide to look around while the salt workers are talking.
These days there's so much salt that there are sacks full of it just lying around. Well, what do you know? There are huge claw marks on the salty log.
Enough already. We need to go and you have work to do.
Wait. We stopped here for a reason. I noticed claw marks on it. The kind only the demons leave behind.
Where?
Lord have mercy.
I need to look inside.
Well, what are you waiting for? Open it.
Listen, Pahom. Don't be angry. We've lost the keys.
Well, take some logs away then.
They've salted through heavily.
We need to open it today, before demons kill anyone else.
Do as you're told, while we go visit the salt oven.
The salt oven is submerged in unbearably hot shadow. You remember your visit to the underworld during your initiation. You shudder when you take a peek at the red-hot Tsiren.
Hey you! Drop that sack! We want to ask you about Pyotr.
Good day, master.
Did you work with Pyotr? What can you tell me about him?
Well, what can I tell? I don't know. He worked hard, we all do. Well, that's it, really.
Have you heard about the demons?
Yes, I've heard. Lord protect me, but the Lord is merciful. I haven't seen anything of the sort. Peter used to say that we're here like shorts in hell ourselves.
I'll show you, Jorts. Don't forget who you're talking to.
Oh, forgive me, Master. I wasn't thinking.
It doesn't look like there are any demons here. I need to search other places.
Well, go on. I'll check up on the salt box. You, lad, come with me. Give me a hand.
It's getting dark. Hurry up, your workers.
The barn stands like a grim giant. The processed salt is stored here before it is loaded onto barges. Suddenly, in the darkness of the parted gates, you notice a fuzzy figure. You look closer and see that the sun has almost gone over the horizon. You draw a circle just in time. A demon emerges from the darkness.
Don't kill me, demon, I beg you!
Demon? I'm often called a witch, but this is a first.
Open your eyes. What kind of Susiatka takes a Khaldun for a demon?
So you know the demon that settled in the box? Oh, what a life.
So you're saying there's a chort in the salt box. Have you seen it?
I haven't, but we all can feel it here. It emerged along with the salt. Now it start to eat people. Oh, what a life.
Why did you attack me? Was it you who killed the workers?
No, I'm peaceful spirit. The chort from the salt box killed them. Even the Bannocs know what's been going on. Oh, what a life.
I need to go. It's midnight soon. What should I do with you? You stay here. Keep guard in the barn.
The demon nods and dissolves into darkness. It is dark now, but the workers are still unable to open the salt box. You see the anxiety in their eyes. Pahom paces around, giving out orders. Seems like he is worried more than the others.
The workers are trying to break down the door. I sense demonic sorcery. Break herb can help open it.
Hold this here. Come on. Heave! Heave!
I think I know how to open this door, and I think I know what kind of demon haunts you. What evil spirits are to blame for the Salt Walker's disappearances? It seems like an Abdericha mistook the buildings and settled in the salt box.
Oh, Jesus Christ! As soon as we break down this door, I'll show that evil spirit Russian strength.
Wait, I will whisper over the door.
Step aside. Let the witch do her business.
You mouth the words of a Zagaver and apply the break herb. The door to the salt box opens. Your assumptions proved wrong. There's a Rusalka in the salt box. With a quick motion, you draw a circle and plan your next move.
What's this ruckus?
God, so many dead.
Dead? Girl, they just sleeping. Because the moon isn't up yet.
What kind of sleep is she talking about? I smell death all the way from here.
Oh, if you insist, I can wake up my friends. How rude! Bothering me and my Swordswalker friend!
Don't fret. This won't take long.
damned witch!
We'll see about that.
You won't get me with your foul sorcery. My father protects me. And without me, there won't be salt or eternal life.
The Rusalka dives into the brine and disappears. The drowners crumple lifelessly, seemingly intent on staying dead this time. Silence is all around you. You hear the sounds of a door opening behind you. Pahom found the courage to get the salt box. He's holding an icon.